Hello, welcome friends and spiritual travelers. This is Nathan or Mystic Owl. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are around the world. We have a pick a card reading for you today, and today's theme is what's transforming in your life. So what you're currently going through, what changes are occurring. As you can see, we've already laid out your oracle cards there. I'm very excited to do this reading because it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a reading, but I've also got some new oracle decks that I'm going to use in this video for the first time. So I've got Kyle Gray's The Angel Guide Oracle deck, which I've already laid out below. And for the second time, I'm using the Sweet Dreams affirmation cards, which have some beautiful little nuggets of wisdom that I'm going to close out the reading with. So look forward to that at the end. So we'll be talking about things that you're currently experiencing, but also I'm aiming to give some advice about how you can simplify the process of this transformation, whether it be positive or negative, we'll see. We have 4 piles for you to choose from today, and they're all from Star Wars. So pile 1, I think, is Rey from Star Wars. Pile 2 is the Stormtroopers. Pile 3 is Yoda. And pile 4 is C-3PO. So as per usual, please use your intuition to choose a pile. Remember, this is a general reading, so take only that which resonates with you and leave the rest behind. We're going to start each reading with a bit of a free shuffle from the 5-cent tarot deck to see what comes up, to see what transformation is occurring. Before we get started, something else I wanted to discuss is the idea that I'm actually planning or considering changing my name from Mystic Owl to Innate Guidance. As my name is Nathan, or Nate, I thought Innate Guidance might be a better name, but I'd love to get your opinion on that, whether you think I should stick with Mystic Owl or whether it's time to try, a new logo and a new name. Leave me a comment section below if you've managed to stick with this entire introduction. But moving on, let's get started with pile number 1 and find out what current transformations are occurring in your life. Hello, pile 1. You chose Rey from Star Wars. Rey is a very independent warrior, incredibly headstrong, self-assured. Bit of a loner in a way. I have a feeling that this group is somebody that is pretty confident in your own abilities. You know what you want. You go after the things you want. You're quite unique, and in a way, you don't really give a shit about what other people think. And I mean that in a very genuinely honest and sweet kind of way. That you're just very confident in your own abilities. Like a bit of a trailblazer, a go-getter, somebody that paves your own path in a way. But moving on from that, we'll start with your tarot cards. So we'll do a bit of a free shuffle with the 5-cent tarot deck to see what you're currently going through, or what transformation is currently occurring for you in your life, pile 1. And then we'll move on to your oracle cards a little bit later. Spirit, can we please get some messages for pile number 1 about what they're currently experiencing, what transformations are occurring in their life? Some messages, please, for pile number 1. What current transformations are occurring in their life, please, Spirit? Just a reminder that I read all cards in the upright position. I can read reversals, but I just don't really see the need to do that. I think in the standard tarot, there's enough cards to really cover all of the potential life experiences and emotions that we can go through without really needing to read in reverse. Wow. Okay, there's 4 cards. We'll start there. The cards are just flying out for you. The first card you got of interest, the 2 cards that have landed in the upright position, are both kings. Wow. I was talking about a group that are really headstrong and confident in your own abilities. And the kings really represent that, I think, in the standard tarot. They are at the peak of each of the suits. They've gone through all of the lessons. They know who they are. They've learnt those lessons, and they're really embodying, I guess, the essence of those experiences with a lot of grace and confidence is what I'm getting. You've got the King of Cups here. It says here, compassion, control, and balance. Lovely. And you also have the King of Buttons, or the King of Pentacles in the Standard Rider-Waite. Abundance, discipline, and security. Okay. And your final two oracle cards, the Hanged Man, perspective, letting go, and sacrifice. Ooh, and you have the Sun card. Wow. Okay, you got two core cards and two major arcana. Some very powerful cards indeed for you. Happiness, optimism, and joy. So I was talking about the two King cards here, the King of Cups and the King of Buttons, being, I guess, the core cards that have experienced it all. They've been through the life lessons associated with each of those suits. So you've, I sense this is a group with Ray there sort of paving your own path. King of Buttons can sometimes represent, like, I guess, a master manifestor or entrepreneur, somebody that like looks after their own abundance and wealth. And with the King of Cups here too, compassion, control, and balance, I sense that you're on the path of like maybe doing something that you thoroughly enjoy. You're in a good place right now is what I'm getting from these cards. Pile one. Or at least you're on the way to finding like security and happiness within your life right now. With the Hanged Man card, the Hanged Man often relates to the need to like take a pause in life so that you can sort of reflect upon recent experiences, learn to change your mindset about things that you may have been through. It does say the perspective, and it's all about perspective, like starting to see things that you've been through from a different viewpoint and actually embracing and understanding those lessons that you've been through and those hardships that you may have gone through recently. I have a feeling this group has really been through quite a lot, to be honest. Like, with the Hanged Man, the King of Cups and the King of Buttons, this does indicate to me that you've been through a lot of trialing situations in your past, but you've managed to come out on top and really have embraced those trials because they've, I guess, allowed you to become the person that you are right now, where you know who you are, you know what you want, and you're actually living a life where you're actually in a place of feeling satisfied with where your life is going. So what's transforming for you in your life right now, Pile One, I think, is you're starting to see that you are exactly where you need to be. You're finding a lot of like confidence in yourself and your own abilities, and I think like you don't need assurance from anybody else or validation from external sources anymore because you're at peace with the with where you are and what you've been through, and because you're realizing that everything that you've been through, Pile One, has made you the amazing person that you are right now, you know? And things are going well in your life is what I'm getting, or at least things will start to go well too with the Sun card and the King of Buttons here in abundance. Like, this is pretty amazing, the spread, I must admit. I am also picking up on a group that, because you've been through so much in the past, a lot of ups and downs, I'm sensing, maybe lots of hardships, but just a lot of life experiences. You've experienced it all is what I'm getting. I really sense that this is a group that is either a little bit older or has just been through a lot of like massive and dramatic changes in your life. I think you're just naturally letting go of the need to try and control and starting to realize that the universe is working in your favor, and what comes your way are things that you're probably meant to experience. Learning to just go with the flow a little bit, which is a very like King of Cups energy in general. In the Standard Tarot, Rider-Waite Tarot, the King of Cups is sitting on almost a boat and floating out in the ocean and learning to just like sort of ride the waves and go with the flow in a way. And because you've let go of the need to control, you're finding a lot of joy with just being, in a sense, you know, not needing to know like the outcome of every experience, just sort of observing and learning from the things that come your way. And I think that's a very, very hard lesson to learn. But I think that's something that you're currently experiencing, Pile One, or that you've managed to like overcome in your past. Is you're just coming into a place now where you're going with the flow and just letting life unfold as it should, basically, which I think is really beautiful. Good on you. Moving on from that, Pile One, let's get some further messages from your oracle cards. from the new deck that I got this week from Kyle Green. Your first card is Composure. Lovely. Okay. That goes really well with the King of Cups energy. So I'm going to put that right here. Ooh, you have divine timing. Interesting. And your final oracle card is improving health. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's really fascinating. Improving health in the Hanged Man. Sometimes the Hanged Man can also talk about some health issues. Maybe this is a group that has had some major health scares or some issues in the past. But on the plus side, you've got the improving health card. So if there are any sort of health related issues that you're currently experiencing, I sense that you're getting to a point where you're overcoming them, or in the future, you'll start to see improvements in that. But what I'm mostly getting from the improving health card, along with the divine timing and the composure card, I just think that maybe this is a group that in the past has really struggled with letting go, right? You've wanted to control, you've wanted to know the outcome, you've wanted to know when things are going to happen, or why things aren't working out for you and what you need to do in order to make them happen for you. But because you've been through so many lessons in the past where you've been forced to basically just take a pause and accept that things won't move forward until you manage to let go, you're at the point now where you're able to just sort of go with the flow and I guess detach from the outcome in a way. And because of it, you're not so caught up in like needing to know what's going to happen. And it's allowing you to be a much more sort of like optimistic and fun-loving person that just happens to be in the moment and enjoys every experience. You don't sort of like go into new experiences anymore like with preconceived notions about what's going to happen. You're learning to observe and to just accept life as it comes, right? With composure here, it does look like the man's sort of meditating in a way. This does indicate to me that in the past, maybe you've struggled really badly with like frustration when things didn't work out the way that you were hoping for, pile one. And I think that's probably been like a major life lesson for you, is to just learn to like realize that you can't be in control of absolutely everything. Some things are out of your control, and that's just part of life, you know. What we can only control what's within our own abilities, and a lot of things we need to just learn to accept and move on from. And I just think this group has really transformed through a lot of like challenging experiences where you've learned that you just have to like let go sometimes and accept that things unfold in their own sort of way. And it's making you a better person. This is a group that has a lot of wisdom, absolutely, and is starting to really become, with the improving health card here in composure and the King of Cups, become in control of your own emotional responses to things that maybe used to trigger you in the past, is what I'm saying. So this is really, really beautiful. What's transforming for you is your emotional reactions to certain things and learning to just accept things as they come. And it's given you a lot of freedom. You're in a better place, is what I'm seeing, absolutely. Like learning that things will come as and when they're supposed to for you. But I do see you're starting to have a lot of success too, because you do have the King of Buttons there, the King of Pentacles, indicating that, you know, you might be quite wealthy, or that you're actually on a path of creating wealth and doing something that I sense is thoroughly enjoyable and satisfying for you, Power One. So kudos to you for that. Keep doing the work, and I think everything will work out. Moving on from that, let's get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I'm going to get one card, and I'm going to read the message from the book to see what it has to say. Spirit, can we please get a message for pile number one on how they're transforming? Pile one, who have learned through a lot of hardships and struggles in the past to let go and to just accept what they learn, to control what they can control, and to let go of the things that are out of their control. And because of it, it's bringing them a lot of peace. How are they transforming, please, Spirit? Any further messages? There it is. Ooh. You have number 46, the end of a cycle, 4 and 6 making 10, and regeneration. Look at that. This does indicate to me that you're actually like feeling renewed. You know, you've turned a corner. Something's clicked in your mind, I think, pile one, and you've just like gone, I can't continue to be this way, where I'm frustrated when things don't work out, or or I get frustrated because things aren't working out in the timing that I was hoping for. I think you've just like put all that aside and I've just started to live in the moment and enjoy the process of things unfolding in your life too. But let's get the message from the Oracle deck, from the Oracle book, sorry. So here we are, number 46 in regeneration. I'm actually reading this through the camera, so bear with me if I manage to stumble over some of the words. Essential meanings: rebirth, second chances, new opportunities. The Oracle's message: second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Okay, that goes really well with the divine timing card, indicating that maybe whatever you were working on previously that didn't work out the way that you were hoping for, now is the time. It's time for you to go after it because it's, I guess it's the divine time for you, Pile 1. Whatever you may have perceived as failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. That's really beautiful. Lucky you. I am sensing, because you've managed to like just go with the flow a little bit more, Pile 1, and not getting so frustrated when things aren't working out. You've got more of a positive mindset now where you're just like managing to observe your emotions and to enjoy the experiences that are coming your way. And because of that, like the universe is allowing more abundance to flow towards you. So whatever it is that maybe you felt like was failing in the past, I think now is the time to go after it with a bit more like vigor and I guess self-assurity that, you know, things can and will work out in your favor, which I think is really beautiful. Good on you. Let's close out this message with a card from the Sweet Dreams Affirmations deck. Spirit, can we get a closeout message, please, for pile number 1, who have let go of the need to control and are just sort of embracing each and every moment that's coming their way, which I think is really beautiful. A closeout message, please, Spirit, for pile number 1. There you go. Ask for help. Okay. I am willing to receive help from the universe whenever and however it happens. Beautiful. That really just sort of captures the essence of the final message that I was saying there, I think, like letting go and accepting that the universe has its own plans for you, you know. Maybe what didn't work out in the past, I think you've moved on from. You've managed to change your perspective and are just willing to see what the universe has in plan for you. But if you're feeling like you're not getting anywhere or that you need a bit more clarity, then your angels and guides are around you to really support you and let you know what you need to do. So don't be afraid to ask for help and the universe will send you an answer. Beautiful message for you, Pile 1. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day, and let's move on to Pile 2. Hello, Pile 2, with the Stormtrooper. If you chose the Stormtrooper, for me, Stormtroopers are like very loyal or obedient in a way. They follow orders, they do the right things. I mean, looking from a different perspective, they are on the dark side, but they're very committed to their cause, you know. I think somebody that's probably a very good team player, works well in teams, tends to stick to the rules, plays by the rules, is probably highly adventurous also. I just get a feeling of an individual that is very, very loyal and driven, and tends to do things in a very orderly fashion in a way. But let's find out what's transforming in your life. We'll get some cards from the 5-cent tarot to get an idea about what's currently transforming in your life, and then we'll move on to your oracle cards a little bit later. Spirit, can we please get some messages for pile number 2, the Stormtroopers, about what's currently transforming in their life? Oops. That's a carryover from the last one. Any messages, please, Spirit, for pile 2 about what's transforming in their life right now? What are they currently going through? What major transformation is occurring? Ooh, okay. Ooh, wow. Try one more. What's currently transforming in pile 2's life, please, Spirit? All right, well, there's 4 cards for you. That last one just fell out at the end there. Just a reminder that I read all cards in the upright position, just because I feel it's not really necessary to read in reverse, because there's 74 cards in the tarot deck, and it really does sort of cover up most experiences that we can go through in life, I think, anyway. So you have the Queen of Buttons. It says here, nurturing, providing, and practicality. Beautiful. You have the 10 of Cups, also lovely. Family bliss, harmony, and happiness. You have the 9 of Matches, resilience, courage, perseverance. And your final card is the 6 of Needles, or the 6 of Swords in the Standard Rider-Waite Tarot. Rite of Passage, moving on, healing. Okay. Okay. What I'm seeing for you, pile 2, what's transforming is your ability to sort of like self-soothe yourself through like painful experiences. A group that I think is starting to really take care of themselves a little bit more. With the Queen of Buttons, tends to indicate that you are somebody that's quite compassionate and caring towards other people. I have a feeling that maybe you've been through some stuff with the Family Bliss card, the 10 of Cups there. It did actually come out in reverse, but I don't read cards in reverse, but I will take note of it. Maybe you've been through some really hard and trying times with people that have been really close to you. You may have been hurt recently, maybe you've gone through a breakup. You've had some issues with your family potentially, or you've been going through something that's been quite emotionally taxing is what I'm seeing. So this is a group that's, I think, starting to really like look after your own needs a little bit better. With the 6 of Needles, this tends to talk about moving from rocky waters to smoother waters, where your life starts to get a little bit easier because you just kind of move away from anything that you know isn't serving you in anymore. And because of it, you start to see the benefits of like looking after yourself is what I'm getting. This is a group that also, I think, is very, very like resilient. You don't let things get to you too much. You've got thick skin, I think, pile 2, which is kind of like the Stormtrooper energy in general, I would say. Very thick-skinned. You kind of just keep going. You know, if something like gets you down, you just put it aside and keep moving forward. But sometimes I think you need to take a break and to heal from any experiences that may have been, or just really heartbreaking or too much to bear in a way. I have a feeling that this group is learning to actually put their own needs first, is what I'm seeing. You're transforming in the sense that like you're really looking after yourself, and I think also starting to like look after those relationships that are most important to you. Nurturing the things that I think you feel are probably the most important to you in your life is what I'm getting. And starting to prioritize the things that you hold at the most highest esteem. So I guess in a way, like not having time or energy for things that are beneath you anymore, and learning to really focus on the things that bring you the most joy, and to focus on the things that you consider to be the most important things in your life, whether that be your family and those relationships that are very close to you, doing things for yourself that you know will help you heal and to soothe yourself, allowing yourself time to have fun and to have some downtime to rest. Potentially looking after your finances if you've been struggling with, financial issues in the past. Realizing that you need more time to do you and be you. And I commend you on that pile 2. That's really amazing. So you're transforming in the sense that like you're taking care of yourself and the things that are most important to you. And that's really, really brave. I love that it says there courage too. The courage to put yourself first and to let go of things that aren't working for you in your life is what I'm seeing. Beautiful. Moving on from that pile 2, let's have a look at your oracle cards to see what they have to say. My new deck that I got in the mail last week from, this one's from Kyle Gray, the Angel Oracle Guide. I'm really excited to use them. Ooh, you have healing energy. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Well, that really goes well with what I was talking about putting yourself first and learning to heal, to move away from anything that I think you realize is not serving you anymore. Of interest, it actually says healing in the Six of Needles. Okay, that's really amazing. I love it when those synchronicities occur in tarot. And also, it kind of really embodies the energy of the Queen of Buttons, who's very nurturing and compassionate. So I'm going to put that over here. Your next card, ooh, is Sacred Plan. It's really beautiful. It's like she's almost like, you know, controlling the sands of time around her in a way. She's in control of her own destiny is what I'm getting from this card. The Sacred Plan, it almost sounds as if the universe has a plan for you, but I'm really getting from this card that it's all about you sort of taking control of your own destiny and doing the things that you want. Divine will, in a way, like, what's the expression? Accepting that we all have free will and actually doing the things that you want and moving towards the goals that you may have. And your final oracle card, ooh, is the card of Weight with Archangel Michael and the sword there. Okay. So most definitely there's a message here of healing, right? With weight indicating that you may need some time. Time heals all wounds. There's things that you're still currently working on. You do have the Six of Needles indicating that you are sort of on a journey of moving away from anything that may have caused you pain or that wasn't working out in the past, pile 2. And you've also got healing here, healing energy, and the Queen of Buttons indicating that you're learning to like be more compassionate and to put your own needs first. There's definitely a message of healing in this reading. So what you may be transforming through actually doing some healing in a sense. Quite proactively looking after your own needs so that you can heal and realizing that it takes time to do so is what I'm getting. Spending more time with those people that are most important to you in order to raise your vibration and to lift your spirits in a way. But what I'm also seeing too is, with the Sacred Plan card here and the Weight card, the Sacred Plan, as I was picking up on, is all about like being in control of your own destiny and following your own dreams, realizing that you have free will and the decisions that you make sort of, I guess, dictate the experiences that you bring into your life in a way. If you are on a journey of like trying to create something that you've always wanted to do, maybe moving away from things that weren't working for you and taking a leap of faith by starting something new, I think you're starting to realize that as you heal and as you sort of put your own needs first and learn to like really believe in yourself, empower yourself, and to go after the things that you want unapologetically, like the Queen of Buttons all day, really, I think your life is going to start to get naturally better and better as you move forward. I guess the more effort and energy and self-belief that you have on a certain goal or project that you're working on, the more that comes into fruition, right? You put more energy into it. You get more excited by each and every sort of like goal that you reach. I have a feeling that this group is not only healing in the sense that maybe whatever you've been through in the past, you're learning to let go of that and leave it behind and putting your own needs first, but you're also kind of like learning to focus on being really, really positive and realizing that like believing in yourself is the way to actually achieving your goals, you know, and your life is starting to get better and easier because of it, is what I'm saying. But you're also learning too, I think. You're transforming in the sense that you're becoming a lot more patient too. The Queen of Buttons, it does say here, providing practicality. I just think also that there's an air of like, I guess, getting real, you know, knowing that, you know, things take time to create. So whatever it is that you want in your life, you're not getting deterred anymore by things not sort of quickly manifesting just like that. I think you're willing to put in the time and the effort now and to just really commit to the things that you want in your life. And I think that's a lesson that maybe has been really hard for you in the past to learn. But all of the experiences that you've been through have brought you to this place now that you realize that you don't want to sit around anymore and wonder. You want to commit to the goals that you have, and you're not letting anyone or anything get in the way of that anymore. And your life's just starting to improve each and every day. The more that you invest in the things that you want is what I'm seeing, pile 2, which is really beautiful, I think. So you're really transforming in the sense that you're putting your own needs first and actually going after the things that you want. And you're slowly starting to see the benefits from it, which I think is really amazing. Good on you. Moving on from that, pile 2, let's get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I'm going to read the message from the book for this one, see what the guidebook has to say. Spirit, can we please get a message for pile number 2, who are transforming in the sense that they're putting their own needs first and really starting to see the benefits of like commitment and discipline. Can we get a message, please, for pile number 2? Ooh, there you go. Number 1, Yang. Okay. Yang, which I think is like, is that masculine energy? Taking control? Action, taking action. Really going after the things that you want unapologetically, as I mentioned earlier. Let's have a look to see what the guidebook says. Number 1 also is the number associated with the self and self-embodiment, doing the things that you want. I just really am sensing that this group is like committed to themselves right now, and maybe in the past you weren't so much. You've learned from it maybe putting other people's needs before yours, or you've learned not to listen to what other people think anymore. And because you're investing more and more time in yourself, your life is starting to get a lot better and easier, and you're healing. You're becoming the person that you want to be, you know. Number 1, Yang. I'm reading this through the camera, so please bear with me. Essential meanings. The masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen, taking action, exactly like the 6 of Needles, moving towards the things that you want, and really empowering yourself to like put yourself first and to do the things that you want in your own life. The Oracle message. Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward, and manifesting thoughts and desires into concrete form. Beautiful. Now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come into fruition if you proceed confidently. Yes, exactly. This card signifies new life and is sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There you go. There's no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your own destiny now. Exactly. Right? Like the sacred plan. You're putting your own needs first. You're healing from any sort of grief from the past and leaving it behind and realizing that if you want things to manifest in your life, then you need to be the one that makes it happen, pile 1. And you're doing so without like really caring or worrying too much about what other people think. You're empowering yourself to like take control and be the master of your own destiny. And I think that is really, really commendable. Good on you, pile 1. This is really beautiful. And it does indicate that your dreams and desires are manifesting. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing. So how have you transformed? You found confidence within and started to realize that you are, I guess, in control of your own life. And I guess that's the most empowering concept that we can all sort of learn from, really. Good on you, pile 2. Let's get a closeout message for you from the Sweet Dreams affirmation cards. Spirit, can we please get a closeout message for pile number 2, who are really taking control of their own life and doing the things that they want? Can we get a closeout message, please, for pile number 2? There it is. Vulnerability. Okay. I allow myself to be vulnerable and honor my inner grace, wisdom, and beauty. That's really beautiful. And I think you've done that anyway. That really goes well with the Queen of Buttons, who in my opinion really like embodies the essence of vulnerability and compassion, self-care and love. Like just not being afraid to be you anymore. Like the number 1, putting yourself forward and being authentic about your own needs and desires in life. And because of it, things are starting to fall into place. This is a really magical reading. Good for you, pile 2. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day. Go get them. And let's move on to pile 3. Hello, welcome pile 3 with little Yoda, who is my favorite character from Star Wars. Good pick. Yoda's like the wise one, right? The real mystic, I think, of the Jedi. Really uses that universal energy, I guess, for his own wisdom, but to benefit those around him. Incredibly giving wise, composed energy. I think this is probably the most spiritual of all of the groups, I would say, with Yoda. Really trusts in spiritual guidance, believes in the law of attraction and manifestation. Probably has some strong spiritual gifts too. But anyway, let's find out what's transforming in your life, what you're currently experiencing. We'll start with tarot to find out what's currently going on, and then we'll move on to your oracle cards just a little bit later. Just a reminder also that I read cards in the upright position. I just don't feel that it's overly necessary to read in reverse, unless I think it's a very important message. 7 of Matches. Spirit, please provide some cards for pile number 3. What's currently transforming in their life, please, Spirit? Some messages, please, for pile number 3 about what's currently transforming in their life. Ooh, the Magician, nice, okay. I'm not really surprised to see the Magician there with Yoda. The Magician is really the archetype of taking spiritual wisdom and grounding it into reality, like following divine guidance in a way. Trusting that if you follow your intuition and the guidance that you're receiving, then things will work out just as perfectly as they should. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 3? What's currently transforming in their life? Any further messages? There we go. There's 4 cards for you. So your first card is the 7 of Matches. It says there challenges, perseverance, and protection. The 7 of Matches is the 7 of Wands in the state of Rider-Waite, which is a person standing on top of the hill, like really like fighting off all of the challengers, I should say, people that, want a piece of you after you've had success and recognition. People want what you have in a way. You have the Magician card there. It says they're master of skill, resourceful, and action. You have the Wheel of Fortune card. Wow, okay. Destiny, karma, luck, and fate. This is an amazing reading already. And, okay, you have strength. You have 3 major arcana cards. Influence, control, compassion. Okay, I can see what's going on here already for you, pile 3. I just want to point out too, 3 major arcana cards is not to be sneezed at. Like, major arcana cards are associated with major life lessons, things that we're destined to experience in life in order to grow and evolve. And to have 3 of them in one reading out of 4 cards really indicates that what you're going through currently is probably, I'm not going to say it's hard, but it's certainly not to be taken lightly. I think you're going through a lot of transformations. This is probably a time that you'll look back on in your future and realize that you've really changed as a person and grown in a lot of different ways, is what I'm seeing. Absolutely. But what I'm getting with the Magician card, the Wheel of Fortune, and strength, along with the 7 of Matches, it does say there challenges, perseverance. I have a feeling that maybe you've been tested a little bit recently, pile 3. The Magician indicates that you are trying to manifest a certain skill or talent. There's something that you want to create in your life, and you have the ability to do it. With the Magician card here, this does indicate that you are resourceful and that you have the talents that you need to be able to create the life that you want. I sense that maybe you've really been struggling to see the rewards from certain work that you've been putting in. It maybe hasn't been as easy as you were hoping for. You may have had a lot of challenges that you've been going through, and you've been wondering when it's going to end and when you're going to get over, over this period of just constant battle after battle. It's really taken a lot of resilience and strength within to continue to push forward, is what I'm seeing. But you've mastered this lesson. Like you've reached the peak of this mountain. You've done the hard work. You've got through the worst of it, is what I'm seeing with these cards. And with the Wheel of Fortune card here and the Magician card, this really indicates to me that it's your turn now to actually start to see things fall into place and to start getting a little bit easier for you. So what's transforming in your life, pile 3? I think is kind of luck is starting to turn in your favor right now. And all of those challenges that you've had in the past, I think are probably going to start to fall away. And you're really going to start to see the efforts that you put into whatever it is that you're trying to create or to change in your life really start to take off, because you've been through what's been a really hard and challenging time, so that you can learn to draw upon your own resilience and self-belief to overcome any challenges that may have been like a little bit, that may have been holding you back in the past, is what I'm seeing. Absolutely. I also sense that this is a group that's really always continued to have faith in spiritual guidance and wisdom. The Wheel of Fortune can also indicate, I guess, relying upon guidance from above to guide you on your path in a way, so that you can follow your destiny and create the life that you want. So you're also definitely being rewarded, pile 3, for always being committed to your spiritual path, and for always having faith that things will turn around. And if you continue to invest time and energy into the things that you want, to continue not to let those challenges get you down, and to never give up, that things will turn around and you will be able to create the life that you want. Absolutely. Which is kind of what Yoda does really in general. Just really has a lot of faith in spiritual beliefs and wisdom. Uses universal energy to create and manifest the things that he wants, and also to be able to share that wisdom with other people and to help other people out through, I guess, certain challenges that they may be going through in a way, You haven't let any of these hardships get you down. They may have been difficult. They may have been really, really taxing. They may have really taken a lot out of you, but you've persevered. You've gotten through it. You've always believed that if you continue and you push forward, that things will start to work out the way that you're hoping for. And you're transforming in the sense that now is the time, I think, that you're going to see a lot of things start to really fall into place for you, which I think is both deserved, but also highly commendable, to never give up and have that self-belief that everything will work out the way that you want. Beautiful reading. Let's move on to your oracle cards to see what they have to say. But once again, I just want to reiterate, this has not been a period in your time that has been easy to get through. I'm not going to say that it's necessarily been extremely hard. I just think it's taken a lot of perseverance and also a need to really be open to new experiences and to learn from, I guess, those things that maybe didn't work out, so that you can be a better person and actually apply those lessons that you've learned. Just a very, very wise and dedicated individual. This is an energy of an old soul, somebody that's come in here with a lot of experience from past lives, but also a lot of karma to work through is what I'm getting. And I think you're getting to the point where you're mastering these lessons. Absolutely. Your oracle cards. I'm using for the first time the Angel Guide Oracle deck from Kyle Gray, and I'm very excited to use them because they're beautiful cards. Your first card is Do the Work. Okay. I love how this, I'm not sure if it's an angel. I guess it is an angel. Really it looks like a Merkaba or a star. He's holding it to his heart space, following his heart's desire in a way. Do the work. This really indicates, this is a message for me to say, keep doing what you're doing, really. Whatever it is that you've been working on is destined to work out. Don't give up now. Keep up the good work, in a way. And you have the card of Take a Step Back. Okay. Well, what I'm instantly drawn to, once again, is the angels sort of holding something in their hands. What it is that you want to create, pile 3, is in the palm of your hands, in a way. You are in control of your own destiny. And as I mentioned before, you've never given up hope that if you continue to persevere and work and don't let the challenges get you down, that things will turn around, that you will have your turn, come around for you, and things will start to fall into place. Interesting, these two cards are pretty much conflicting in their energy, right? Do the work, take a step back. One is saying push forward, the other one is saying stop and take a pause. And what I'm getting from those cards, with take a step back, I'm not reading this as in you need to take a break and to reassess. I think this is a message basically to say it's okay for you to to check in with your guides to see if what you plan on doing next is in alignment with your greater goals and desires, whether you are supported, whether it's something that you should do. If you have any doubts or questions about what your path is or what it is that you need to do next, I'm seeing take a step back is basically just saying just stop and pause for a moment. Think about what it is that you want to do, and it's okay to spend some time in meditation or to ask your spirit guides and your angels like what it is that you need to do, and to really check in with yourself and your spiritual team. With Yoda here, Yoda, I think, really is, as I mentioned, incredibly wise and probably always likes to make sure that what he's about to do or what he's trying to create is in alignment with himself. I just feel that this group is probably highly spiritual anyway, most definitely in communication with your guides and believes in something beyond ourselves, something bigger than ourselves, and probably naturally checks in most days anyway with yourself and what it is that you're desiring, how you're feeling, but also with your spirit guides about what it is you need to do next. I think there's a message here to continue on your path and to continue to push forward, that you are on the path of like manifesting your dreams and desires, and you have the ability to do it. You have all the skills that you need. But it's okay once in a while to take a break and to just check in to see if you are on the right path. I'm also getting a message too that if you feel like there are some certain challenges that are in your way or that you're being blocked in some way, you can take a pause and ask your angels and guides what it is you need to do in order to overcome that challenge. And I think with this group, the answers will come pretty quickly. This is definitely a group that has a strong intuition, and I think just really needs to rely upon like the answers that come to you naturally whenever you take a break and check in with yourself. Your final card is, okay, the situation will improve. Interesting. Well, that really goes quite well with what I was talking about earlier with the 4 tarot cards here, that whatever it is that you've been through that may have been like really challenging in the past, you've probably had a lot of trials and tribulations that have been stopping you from actually creating the life that you want, essence pile 3. That's really, really ending now is what I'm seeing, especially with the Wheel of Fortune card here. With this, the situation will improve card falling on the Wheel of Fortune. These 2 cards really indicate to me that like it's your turn to shine, like luck is turning in your favor. The hardships of the past, the challenges of the past are being left behind now, and things are going to get a lot easier for you. You've managed to like stick to your guns, you've persevered, you've done the work, you've kept pushing forward, and because of it, you're being rewarded now with like, I guess, these blocks being lifted because you've learnt the lessons that you needed to learn from those experiences, to never give up on your dreams, to always believe in yourself, and to realize that hard work, perseverance, and faith in something beyond yourself actually like has allowed you to come to a place where you're being rewarded for your efforts, you know. Really, really beautiful. Like, this group can achieve anything if they put their mind to it, is what I'm seeing. You probably do have some spiritual gifts that you're quite aware of. With the Magician card here, I dare say that you're like a conduit to the divine. You can share like spiritual wisdom with other people around you. I'm just getting like real strong sage energy also from the 2 angels in these cards. Someone that has the ability to channel like divine wisdom and to pass that on to other people that may be going through certain challenges in life. But most definitely a group that are on the way to like achieving amazing things right now. All you need to do is to continue to commit to yourself is what I'm seeing, pile 3. Beautiful. Moving on from that. Let's get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I'm going to read a message from the guidebook for this one just to see what it has to say. Spirit, can we please get a message for pile number 3, who are transforming in the sense that they're really starting to like see the rewards for all of their hard work and dedication. Ooh, clean it up. Interesting. Number 21. Clean it up. Essential meanings. Getting to the core of a situation. Freedom from a burden. There you go. Releasing your burdens. Releasing the challenges of the past. Cleaning house. Sweeping away what is no longer needed. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Emotional gunk. Interesting. Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home? Also, too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean a house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Sorry, I'm reading this through the camera and it's a little bit challenging. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack, takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself from energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you, like the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune card here. Things are improving because I sense you've started to, maybe this is a group in the past that really struggled to be disciplined in terms of looking after the things that you know you needed to look after. Potentially in the past, you buried your head in the sand with any challenges that you had. And because of it, you had a lot of challenges, but you've started to take control of your own life and to look after those finer details, to pay the bills on time, to clean up the mess in your house, to let go of things that you know were holding you back from being the best version of yourself and actually allowing those things that you want in your life to start manifesting. You started to take control of all of those little tiny things that really make a big difference as 1%ers. And because of it, you're starting to see the rewards. Things are starting to manifest in your life, as it says in the guidebook, which is really, really amazing. Good on you, Pile 3, for realizing that if you wanted your life to improve, that you need to start taking control of all of the things that were, I guess, holding you back in a way. Amazing. And because of it, your life's getting easier and better. And I think you're probably starting to enjoy your life a lot more. Lovely. Moving on from that, let's get a closeout message for you from the Sweet Dreams affirmations cards. These are beautiful, these cards. They just have, small little messages just to put a smile on our face. There we go. Wow, that just flew out of the deck for you. Purpose. My dreams connect me to my purpose. Bam. Wow, what a beautiful sentiment to close out on. This really does indicate to me that you are on the right path, that you are living your life purpose. Your dreams are coming true because you're on the right path and you know what you're doing. You transformed in the sense that you've managed to really empower yourself to take control of the things that weren't working for you. Looking after the finer details and really believing that if you do the work, things will start falling into place. And you found something, I think, that really inspires you to continue to keep pushing forward. Good on you, Pile 3. You deserve everything that's coming your way. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day, and let's move on to Pile 4. Hello and welcome, Pile 4. You have C3PO. C3PO. He's an interesting personality. A little bit quirky and eccentric. I get strong sort of Aquarian energy from C3PO because he likes to be of service to other people too, right? He's a robot that serves. He's also incredibly intelligent. C3PO is like the brains of the group. He knows 6 million languages. He can communicate to everyone and anyone. Somebody that's very understanding in a way. I just sense this is a group that's incredibly intelligent and intellectual. Very cerebral, in your head a lot. But you might be quite unique, a little bit quirky, eccentric even. People think you're a little bit different and odd. But I think those are the best people, who wants to be the same as everyone else, really? It's just boring. Moving on from that, let's find out for you, Pile 4, what's currently transforming in your life, what you're currently going through. We'll start by getting some cards from Tarot, the 5-cent Tarot deck, and we'll move on to the Oracle cards a little bit later. Spirit, can we please get some messages for Pile number 4? How are they currently transforming? What's transforming in their life? Just a reminder also that I read cards in the upright position. I just don't think it's necessary, really, to read in reverse. There are 74 cards in the Tarot deck, and it really does cover most of the life experiences that we can be going through, I think. Unless it's an incredibly strong and important message that I feel is necessary. What current transformations are occurring? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. In Pile 4's life, please, Spirit. Ooh, okay. Wow. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for Pile number 4? What's currently transforming in their life? There we go. There's 4 cards for you. Wow, interesting. The first card that came out is the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. The next card was the Hierophant. So you have 2 major arcana already. You have the 6 of Matches. Lovely. Actually, I'll read the messages on these cards. Destiny, karma, luck and fate. Beautiful. The Hierophant, wisdom. As I mentioned, wisdom, very wise, incredibly intelligent group. Beliefs, morality. You have the 6 of Matches, acclaim, victory and success. Beautiful. And your final card, is the Empress card. Okay. That's 3 major arcana. That happened to one other group also. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. But there might be another message for you too with 3 major arcana. Motherhood, nature, and nurture. I love that you've got the butterfly in the Empress card, which is all about, the butterfly embodies the essence of transformation, coming out of the cocoon. The message that I'm getting here for you, Pile 4, is that I think in a way you're starting to come to a point where you're starting to see any trials or hardships that you've had in the past as like a blessing and wisdom now that you can help to impart on other people. I see 3PO and holding his hands to the sky as if to say, you know, thank you God for all of the lessons that you've given me, even though they may have been challenging. There's a lot of gratitude here with the Empress in this reading, I think. And the Hierophant really indicates to me that you have some strong sort of spiritual beliefs. You've always believed in something bigger than yourself, I think, also similar to another pile. And you've always like had faith that you can get through any challenges that you've been through, I'm sensing. But now I think, in a way, you've been successful. You've managed to overcome a lot in your life. And I just think with the Empress card here and the Hierophant, there's a need for you or a real strong desire for you to want to start to share your wisdom that you've garnered through all of the ups and downs in life. It hasn't all been hard, I'm sure. With the Wheel of Fortune, this does go back around. So, you know, when you're up, and when you're down, and you manage to get through it. It keeps cycling through. You've just gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge from all of your life experiences, and I think you've come into a point where you're, in a way, wanting to help guide other people through certain challenges in life, or wanting to at least sort of impart the wisdom and the knowledge that you've been through and that you've garnered from your life experiences to other people, to try and lift people up, to be a teacher in a way. Like the Hierophant is kind of, I guess, the real teacher of the major arcana archetypes. So there's a need for you, I think, to want to just try and lift people up and to be of service through offering advice and wisdom is what I'm seeing, absolutely. I am also seeing, too, with the 6 of Matches and the Wheel of Fortune, that I think maybe things are going to start to get a little bit easier for you. Also, Pile 4. This is very similar to another reading, and I'm not going to say which one because I think this group probably is naturally very intuitive and can pick that up anyway. But I just am sensing that, that you're coming into a place where, because you've learned the lessons of the past and you want to try and use them in a very positive, sort of practical way, things are just going to get a little bit easier. Life's going to start to flow a little bit more smoothly is what I'm seeing. Absolutely. I am also seeing, too, that this could be a group that wants to be a mother. I know this is a message that will only resonate with some of you, but with the Wheel of Fortune card here, the 6 of Matches and success, and the Empress, which is all about like motherhood, motherly energy, nurturing a child in a way, or nurturing some sort of project that you're working on. This could be a group that maybe wishes or desires to be a parent or a mother, and if you have had some troubles in the past, then I think your life's about to transform in the sense that you could get very lucky very soon, if you catch my drift. But take what resonates. Mostly I'm just seeing a group that wants to try and be a mother to as many people as possible and to try and lift people up by helping them through certain challenges, using your own experiences to be of service to other people in a way, which I think is really, really beautiful. Good on you, Pile 4. And because of it, I think your life's going to get a lot better and a lot easier, you know. More success is coming your way, absolutely. Lovely. Moving on from that pile 4, let's have a look at your oracle cards to see what they have to say. I'm using for the first time the Angel Guide Oracle deck from Kyle Gray, and I'm very excited to use them in this reading. Your first card is Ask and Receive. Lovely. Interesting. Your next card, is Blessings and Abundance. Wow. Look at the imagery in this card too. The man sort of, or the angel, like harnessing all of that divine energy in the palm of his hands. Really reminds me of like the Magician card in Tarot. You have the ability to manifest your dreams and desires is what I'm seeing, pile 4. Ask and Receive and the Blessings and Abundance card really go hand in hand if you ask me. I think you're also getting to a point where you're not afraid or ashamed to go after the things that you want and to put your own needs first too, pile 4. I think in the past you've been through quite a lot, right? And you've learned a lot from the experiences of your past, absolutely. But you've also learned that if you want, that life is all about life doesn't have to be hard, really. We're meant to have fun here and to grow and evolve. It doesn't necessarily have to be challenging all the time. I just think you're getting to a place where you're not ashamed to ask for the things that you want now and to go after the things that you want, to put your own needs and desires first and to really believe that you deserve them too. Ask and Believe in the Blessings and Abundance card, along with the Wheel of Fortune, this really does indicate, with the 6 of Matches too, and success, victory, that you're on the way to manifesting the things that you want. Your dreams and desires are about to come true, pile 4, because you believe that you deserve them. It's because of, and not in spite of, the challenges that you've been through, that I think you've become this really loving, compassionate, beautiful, softened individual that wants to try and help and lift up other people, but also to do it in a way that is most soul fulfilling for you. And you realize that you deserve everything that you've ever wanted and desired because you've been through so much, you've grown and evolved, and it's your time to shine now. This is really, really beautiful. And it does indicate that you shouldn't be afraid to actually ask for whatever it is that you want right now. Your angels are supporting you on your journey and are supporting the things that you are trying to manifest in your life. And I just sense this is a group that really knows what it is that they need to do in order to make that happen. With the Hierophant there and C-3PO holding his hands to the divine and being so intellectual and intelligent, you know what it is that you need to do in order to make the things that you want come into reality, to make your dreams come true. You have the ability to nurture your dreams and desires and to really make things happen. And I think you're just being called right now to believe in yourself and to go after whatever it is that you want, because you deserve it. You've been through so much. Blessings and abundance are about to rain on you is how I'm seeing it. There's so much coming in for you, pile 4. Similar to another pile, I just sense that you haven't let any challenges of the past get you down. You've always believed that you deserve better and that you will get through the hardships of the past. So you've transformed in the sense that you've grown and evolved through the challenges that you've been through. And I just think you're coming into a place where you want to be able to share that wisdom and that joy and that love with other people, and encourage other people to never give up and to keep pushing after their dreams. So good on you, pile 4. Keep working, keep going. Your final oracle card is not the right time. Just as I'm talking about now being the time to go after your dreams and desires. I'm just sensing that in the past, there were things that you needed to work through first. With the Wheel of Fortune, this does indicate that there was karma coming into play here, that maybe there's some things that you needed to learn first before you could actually be and embody the person that has the skills and the confidence to actually go after the things unapologetically that you want right now. Even though this card says not the right time, with the Wheel of Fortune card here and Blessings and Abundance, I think now is the time to really commit to the things that you want, because you've learned the lessons of the past. You've become a better person. You're embodying the energy that has the skills and the confidence to make the things happen that you want in your life right now. Good on you. Also, I think this card is a gentle reminder that things take time to manifest in reality. Ask and receive, yes. Like this woman is in prayer, right? Asking her angels and spirit guides for the things that she wants in her life, right? As long as they're in alignment with your life and are of benefit to those people that you love and the people that you want to serve around you, then you will receive it. But there's just also a gentle reminder that things take time to manifest, right? If you continue to do the work, if you continue to believe in yourself and to believe that the universe is supporting you in your dreams and desires, then in time it will happen. It probably just won't be at the click of a fingers in a way, you know? So keep doing the work, keep pushing, keep believing, and soon I think you'll start to see your dreams and desires created in your reality. Beautiful. Moving on from that pile 4, let's get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I'm going to see if we can get one card, and I'm going to read the message from the guidebook to see what that has to say. Spirit, can we please get a message for pile number 4, who are transforming in the sense that I think they've learned to like put themselves first and really are starting to believe that they deserve everything that they wanted and desired in their life. And transforming in the sense that I think they want to try and share. Oh, wow. They want to try and share, this is an amazing card, that wisdom and that knowledge with other people that may be struggling to manifest their goals. Wow, I'm amazed by this card. You have the card of higher power, number 4 for pile 4, strong synchronicity. You're in contact with your higher power. The knowledge and wisdom that is inside of you is being unlocked and becoming readily available to you in order to help you achieve the things that you want. But also, once again, a message that you have garnered so much wisdom through all of the experiences of your life, and probably even past lives too, that you can now help, like you're unlocking, so that you can now help to like guide other people going through similar challenges in a way. Let's just get a message from the guidebook. 4, higher power. Essential meanings. Conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. Beautiful. You're coming into union with spirit and becoming like a conduit to the divine in order to like channel this divine wisdom into your creations in a way. Oracle message. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask and you will receive through prayer and meditation. Beautiful. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve, right? How can I serve like C-3PO? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. That is a really beautiful message. I just think that you're coming into a point where you're like, you found your most authentic self and are really willing to like push towards the things that you want and are really trusting in any divine wisdom or guidance that you're receiving in order to make that happen, powerful. And it does say to serve others. This is a group that wants to use the wisdom that you've garnered through all of your life experiences and the divine knowledge and wisdom that is like accessible to you right now to be able to like create something bigger and better for all involved. Magical reading for you, powerful. Let's get a close note message for you from the Sweet Dreams affirmation cards. Spirit, can we please get, wow, that just flipped over instantly. Divine dream, there you go, divine dream. I am divinely guided. I am divinely guided. My intuition shows me the way through my dreaming world. Bam! That message, I can see why that flipped instantly as I was starting to shuffle. Strong divine guidance in this message with the Wheel of Fortune here, the Hierophant indicating that you are a very, very wise and intellectual individual. C-3PO holding his hands up to the divine. The higher power card and divine dreams. You are being divinely guided right now, powerful, and you just need to trust in any messages of wisdom and guidance that you're receiving because you're on the way to manifesting something that I think is far bigger and better than you could ever have imagined in your past. Just ask and you will receive. That's all you need to do. Continue to have faith, follow your dreams and follow that guidance and you can achieve anything. Amazing reading for you, powerful. That's all I have for you. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.